Planetill is sitting here live with my main man, Sha Stimuli. What's good, brother?
Yo, ain't nothing, man. Can't complain too much, you know. It's good. Yeah, I'm living.
You made the move to Atlanta. You staying there or was just visiting?
I don't know, man. I had to get out of New York for a little while. I felt like I was too comfortable in New York. I've been technically visiting here for 2 weeks, and I've been grinding, doing something every day. And when I was living here, it wasn't like that. I kind of lost that hustle. So, it being short-lived when I'm here, I feel like I'm bunching everything in a few days. So I'm thankful for that. So sometimes, you need to get away just to appreciate it.
They say a man ain't a man until he's challenged.
Yeah.
How has that challenge been? Just deciding after all of these years to say, you know what? I'm not growing no more. Let me see if I can push myself to another level.
Oh, boy, that's a good statement, question, all in one. Everything I've been through has been a challenge. For me, just breaking in the industry, it wasn't the easiest road. And where I'm at now is challenging. Every day it's am I making enough income to continue doing what I do as far as music is concerned? I just had somebody come up to me a couple of minutes ago and say that, that Brooklyn Stand Up video is hot. What happened after that? And that was 2008, 7, 6, I don't even know. So it's you go so hard and people don't always recognize it or hear it. And people with lesser talent or just a different marketing plan get further. And you wonder what you're doing wrong or what you're not doing right. And sometimes you know exactly what it is, but you're not willing to make certain moves and keeps you in a certain spot. But for me to just be able to speak to people, it's kind of a beautiful thing, man. I know it's been challenging, and I know I don't monetarily receive the accolades or what I would like to get from the music business, but I have to look back at when I started and I wanted to talk to people and just the people I've been able to reach musically, and they can always go further, you know what I mean? But I gotta be thankful, man. So yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough to keep challenging myself, and right now I'm challenging myself because I'm at a point where I feel like I don't like anything I've done, and I feel like I just need a whole new direction, I'm just starting over almost.
Now, not only have you been in the business a long time, but you also got lineage. Your older brother was with Master Ace and them. Now, tell me, how has the music progressed since that time? And what was it like being kind of in the background during those stages and seeing Master Ace develop into an underground hero and seeing, things develop in that aspect?
It was interesting because when I was a kid, Ace was the different guy. Ace was the one that didn't talk about the guns. He didn't talk about what was popular at the time. And he was kind of stuck in the middle. They didn't know how to market him. They was like, yo, we don't know what to do with this guy. He's kicking reality. And then it's now to see him kind of be embraced as a pioneer, it's a beautiful thing. I kind of wish he would embrace me, but
I hear you.
What can you say? I was on the Slaughterhouse album as a kid. I was around it. I got to be around Craig G and Paula Perry and my brother and Biggie as a kid, and it was just hip hop was so pure back then. It's just that we didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know it could be tainted by the business and everything could become about sales and numbers and image and I enjoyed it more then, but I think still now I have to appreciate what it is and how the internet has allowed people to reach more. It's a gift and curse because everybody thinks they can rap, but at the same time, I don't have to do much in order to reach, Europe or Bosnia or New Zealand. I can be on Facebook or send a song out and it could reach the world. And that's still a beautiful thing. So, it's changed for the worse in certain aspects because the business is going to do that. Back in the days, we weren't even thinking about daytime radio. We weren't thinking about, SoundScan. And now that's affecting everything.
Now, what's the real story behind the whole Virgin situation and Lenny S? We try to get the real story, right, and without all the hype and without all the innuendo. What exactly happened?
Without all the hype, I interned at Rockefeller in 1997, I think it was. So I made a lot of friends there. Never told him I rapped. Lenny S was one of the people I street teamed for, worked for, whatever. I kept the friendship over the years with Lenny S, hip hop, G, and I would always come back and just play music. And I never said, yo, sign me. I just said, should I get a job? And they always told me to keep going. So about 2004, Lenny S got the job at Virgin Records. He left Def Jam, got the job, and told me that he was interested in bringing me in. I had Unsigned Hype in the Source, Joe Button on top was trying to sign me, Desert Storm, like a lot of production companies were trying to bring me in. So Lenny was the first one to step up, and it was like an 8-month process of him getting them to believe. I was ghostwriting, I was doing a whole bunch of things, putting out vinyl, mixtapes, and Virgin believed in what I was doing online because it was something new at the time. I was on a lot of the websites, Hip Hop Game, All Hip Hop, so they saw all the online press and signed me right away. After not right away, but after months of us pushing. So long story short, Jay-Z came back, got the presidency of Def Jam, and asked for his old team back, and Lenny S was one of the people he wanted back. Lenny's one stipulation was, he wanted his salary and he wanted to bring me along. Jay-Z said cool via two-way, I think at the time. I saw the two-way. I was excited by the two-way, but Lenny didn't save it. So that year turned into, let's see, many conversations between me and Jay, but it was out in the club. Like, me and Jay spoke a lot of times.
That's the Hollywood shit in the club. Yeah. You can't really take that. Yeah.
I mean, I thanked him. He questioned me. We talked about music more than once, but it was out in that atmosphere. And he always had like this guard up, and I couldn't really tell what it was. I couldn't tell if he really wanted me there. And I told him, I said, I can stay at Virgin, man. He was like, nah, you good. So that's where some of the animosity came, because I saw Jay-Z and Sean Carter as two different people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Jay, was the artist, but Sean Carter's the businessman. So he could have easily said to me, you know what? I think you should stay there. That's a better look. But he's not going to say that. So I don't think it was malice on his part. I think it was just like neglect, or just like, honestly, I think he probably felt like, why is Lenny believing in this cat when I'm asking him to come back and work with me again? Like, why is he telling me about some new guy that's 6'3" and brown skin, from Brooklyn? Like,
same shit.
Yeah, If I was shorter, if I was, a little uglier, I think it would have been easier for him to understand, okay, this is not anywhere close to my lane, but it was just a stall, and a stall for y'all out there that don't understand, it's not we're gonna drop you, it's not we're gonna, shelve you. It's
in the holding pattern.
Yeah, it's like Virgin wanted their money back that they spent. They didn't want to let me go. Jermaine Dupri took over. He didn't believe at first. I'm gonna be honest. He was like, yo, I don't hear it. Then he saw my DVD. He was like, I get it. I want to keep him. He tried to find an A&R to keep me, and no one would stand up for me.
Now let me ask you. When Tina Marie died, it was all a fuss about, she was the first person to come up with that law where people they even got to put your record out and they got to release you.
Yeah.
How did that affect your situation? Like, how were they able to keep you in that holding pattern?
I think they would have still had one up on me, because what happened was, with all the speculation, I started doing stuff on Def Jam mixtapes, and there was paperwork that already started circulating of a transfer. So once I saw the visual actual paperwork with how much I owed Virgin and Def Jam, it was going back and forth. So I think when the plug got pulled on the Def Jam side, Virgin legally had the right to say, we don't have to put this album out. Now, do I know that for sure? No, because I'm sure there was some legal jargon that could have made them still contractually put the album out or work with me. But at that time, I had no A&R in-house. Every time I went to Virgin, they were like, just go to Def Jam. Like, everybody was like, yo, there's nobody here. And as you can see, Virgin is not even around today. So they was like, yo, don't come here. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, please.
Now,
it didn't happen.
For aspiring rappers, explain to them how fast you could get into debt to a label, and how serious it could get when you start looking at zeros in the red.
I'm one of the people, like, I didn't even want a big budget, because I knew that I could do an album for cheap. Yeah. We got Just Blaze, and I had an in-house production team, Needles, like, we were doing it all for the low. But as soon as I signed the deal, I was maybe $300,000 in debt. And the funny thing is, they didn't even spend my money. They took my money.
They just took it in.
Not even that. They used Gorilla Black's budget. My budget wasn't even like literally touched. They just used the budget that was open, and they used that. But when I wanted to leave, they were like, "Oh, this is yours. This is yours now." So it's like, it's not saying you don't want to get signed to a major, because it's a beautiful thing to have people that get paid to push your project. But you got to understand what you're signing yourself over to. You know, if you don't have leverage, if you don't have a loyal fan base, if you're not already selling records, you're basically saying, I'm going to owe you guys. You know, I'm going to give you a piece of everything, and a large piece, and I'm going to believe that you're going to do most of the work to get me out there and pay for it and finance everything. And that's why the internet is a great thing, because people don't have to wait. Like, I can put a song on iTunes, I can put an album on iTunes myself and directly reach the people and do my artwork and my covers and all of that. And I may not reach millions, but
hey,
you never know.
Make a good living.
You never know, you know what I mean?
Now,